What's up, fellow YouTubers? Welcome back. Sorry, it's a little late in the game here. So we're gonna go through the finishing up the Subaru to first start the tuning, the whole nine. Um, and I don't really cover a whole lot. I kind of just like breeze over a lot of this stuff because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have done it already. If you guys have any questions about anything I've done, go ahead and feel free to ask. But yeah, I think just gonna go ahead and jump into this, enjoy it, and let's go from there. All right. Oh, by the way, super. So I got the time belt on, I think. So it's not like center. It's slightly off on the crank, and it's slightly off on these gears right here. But the time belt markings are all on. Right, so I have all the time belt markings on. Pretty solid. Still, it's a little, oh no, I don't know. I have to do some more research. That tool is freaking awesome. I love Company 23. I'm gonna stop right here, take a mental break, continue on later. All right, guys. Whew. Alright everybody, I'm just having a lot of issues with my camera. I'm not sure what's going on with this phone, but it's just in pain. So what you guys miss is that I installed the clutch. I torqued down the flywheel bolts to 55 foot-pounds each, and then the clutch bolts about like 15 pounds each, and then I torqued down the crank pulley bolt to 133 pounds. And for some reason the phone didn't capture that, but so essentially things ready to rock to be put back in the car. I'm gonna go and get some hose clamps for this hose right there, this one right there, that hose right there, and that hose right there. For the most part, it's ready to rock. Tomorrow's Monday, so I should be getting all the powder coating stuff back tomorrow, and we will be ready to rock and roll. But yeah, just phone's messed it up on me. So today is the day we see about this fuel system. I'm gonna put on the intake manifold, and then while we do that, we have the parent intake tube. So here's a parent intake arm. This goes from the turbo to like the intake. The reason why I like this, I recommend a good quality company, because this is all silicone. So you can see that. I do not recommend a Chinese part or even if this is made in China, I don't recommend the lesser brand part of these, because if you get a cheap part, basically what's gonna happen is this turbo will suck this thing in. It'll basically collapse the tube. And so this is like reinforced silicone. So I mean, I'm trying to squeeze it, and you could blame it on maybe I have a weak grip, but it's pretty stiff, man. So definitely don't, when you get, if you Subaru guys, if you get an intake arm like this, don't cheap out. Get the expensive, get the quality part one, because it does pay to have this quality part in the end. All right, guys. So the fuel system is ran. All the A and fittings are not tightened down yet, but I mean, so I have to put the AC compressor back, so you can basically see where it's all gonna be running. And there's the Y fitting. So these guys sit underneath the intercooler. And that's fine, I mean, I guess. What? So Cobb, I'm not sure what happened, but Cobb sent the wrong line. So I think this was supposed to go from flex fuel sensor to the regulator, but this side didn't fit the regulator. This side, this fitting didn't fit. It wasn't long enough, so I had to use my own fitting, my own line right here. Yeah, it's kind of odd. I'm not sure how that works, but for the most part, it's hidden. I mean, try to hide it as much as possible. Routed it the way they suggested to, so you can't really see it. You know, it's not viewable. I mean, you can look at it and probably know, but you know, you don't have like lines going all over the place. So that's it for today. That's it for this video right now, at least, or this moment, I should say. It's very interesting, but come along. I'm gonna try to test fit the intercooler. Let's see how that works. We'll go from there. Okay, so we continue. All right, y'all. The intercooler isn't on all the way. It's just sitting there. So I need to mount the bracket up here. Finish off the turbo side brackets. Finish off wiring up the E85 sensor. Need to get some hose clamps, and I gotta undo that, route that right. But we're getting pretty close. Next biggest thing is the air oil separator from IAG. Let's go check that thing out. All right, so here's the IAG air oil separator, this big old thing right here. So basically, gotta mount this thing up and run it. But so we're gonna do that. I'll show you guys how that's done. But before that, we gotta finish off the flex fuel wiring. So this right here. So we have This plug goes to the flex fuel sensor. This goes to the ITG valves. Then this goes to the O2 sensor right here. So we're gonna go ahead, plug that in, take the intercurl off, plug that in, and we gotta mount up some brackets for, I think before I do the brackets, I'm gonna do the air oil separator. I do have to take off the throttle body for that. So yeah, let's get to this. All right, well, everything's connected and put together. So I love the groom speed intake. We did get it powder coated. The Cobb boost solenoid is underneath here. I like it. It's like super stealth. You can barely see it. We have the Cobb map sensor, so I had routed the wiring harness underneath the throttle body and intercooler. The only thing is with the intercooler, because the intercooler was hitting the turbo and one of the air oil separator lines, so I had to space the intercooler up a lot. I did test the hood clearance, still clears it. I mean, it basically, this right here, this rubber, so and it rides right on the intercooler. not the ideal, but if you're wondering what this is for the flex fuel. So the flex fuel there, and this is the Cobb sensor for it. So yeah, I'm about ready to put some oil and coolant and rock and roll. It looks good, looks real good, nice and stealthy. All right, everybody. So that was the quick and dirty version of the Subaru being put back together. You know, first start, tuning, the whole nine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was kind of a fast video, I know. Apologize, but it's been a few months in the making. I finished it after December, so it's a few months now. And then I've worked on a couple cars since then. I've worked on an Integra and then my friend's Civic. That'll be like a 10-minute video. I'll have that up probably next time. But my quick takes on the build. AIG makes a quality component, quality motor. If there's any gripe I have, it would basically be whenever you know, that company experienced a lot of motor changes, a lot of experience in that. And I kind of wish they would have mentioned something about the AICV valve, that line. There's an oil line that leaks if you happen to like move it the wrong way. And sure enough, that happened to me. And they sell a kit for that. So I kind of wish they would just like, hey, we make this kit. You should buy this kit. Along with the air oil separator. You know, if it's highly recommended, why don't you just tell that to the consumer right away? That way we don't have to sit around waiting for parts. And then the third one is my third little gripe. And these are gripes. This is just my personal opinion gripes because, again, I don't work on Subarus. So this is coming from a perspective of someone that doesn't work on Subarus all the time. And I feel that a third part of that, a major part of that was they should just recommend replacing all those rubber lines that go through the crankcase ventilation. Because I put an old one on and it cracked. It kind of created a messy situation while I was driving. I was breaking in the motor. So just those couple things. So whenever you do change out a Subaru motor, change out for brand new crankcase, the rubber pieces, the hoses that go from valve cover, and there's actually one that goes in the center of the block. Go ahead and replace that with brand new ones. Upgrade your AICV valve. It's basically the oil feed for the turbo and the oil feed for the AICV valves, or that little component they have there. Replace that. Then always get air oil separator when upgrading the motor. Just so you guys know, if you guys never worked on Subarus, and just from my take, my personal opinion, and my take, just on the safe side, get those three things out of the way. You'll never have a problem after that. In case you guys didn't see that, the car made 425 on E85. It made like 350 or 360 on pump. So on 91 octane here in California, because California sucks. But yeah, so hopefully we're gonna. By the way, we did get this car tuned at Bains Tuning there in San Jose, California, or is that Milpitas? I'm thinking San Jose. It should be. I believe it's San Jose. Pretty cool guy, just a very professional individual. Quality tuning. I mean, he tuned that thing within a couple hours, so he knows what he's doing with Subarus and Evos. He's gonna tune my Supra here soon. Get this thing fine-tuned a little bit coming up in like 2 more weeks. So good guy there. He shares an area with Speed Element there in San Jose. So a shout out to Gary at Bains Tuning. Quality dude, just straight up, no BS. You know, I'm definitely going back to him. So that's how much I trust him. I trust him, you know, with my friend's car. I trust him with my car. So. Alright guys, with that, I'm out. You guys take it easy. Hopefully this is insightful, this series. I apologize for taking so long. I'll get up the Integra and my friend's Civic up. That should be a quick video. Alright, so we'll go from there. Hopefully this audio works. Hopefully I fixed this. And again,